Hello students of standard 10. We have started the lesson Cell Biology and Biotechnology, which is the lesson from your science section B. So see, depending upon the sources, what we have told that stem cells are of two types. They are nothing but the embryonic stem cell and adult stem cells. Embryonic stem cells are present during the embryonic stage and adult stem cells are present during the, you can say, adult stage. So what are the particular embryonic stem cells that we are going to see? See, yesterday I have told you that there is a fusion of male and female gamete, and after that there is a formation of a zygote. See, zygote is one of the, you can say, part of our body, and it further develops into the embryo. So see, the cells of the embryo undergo mitotic division. There are two types of a division. One is mitotic division and other is meiotic division. Now here the cells of the embryo undergo the mitotic division. So see, each and every cell of the embryo undergoes differentiation after the 14th day of their, you can say, union. So see, cells develop the different organs that are nothing but the, you can say, there is a, you can say, production of the osteocytes. Cells are produced there, which are nothing but the bone cells. Then again liver cells, which are called as the hepatocytic cells. Then again neurons, which are nothing but the nerve cells. These all are developed. Then see, embryonic cell has a differentiation and therefore it is called as a embryonic stem cell. So see, 220 different types of cells are present into the body of an human being. Now see, and this all starts with the embryonic stem cell. See, stem cells in the primary condition, or you can say into the primary type, they are undifferentiated, and after the 14th day of the conception, what they do? They start their differentiation. The property of the stem cell is called as a pluripotency. This property of the cells is called as a pluripotency. Then see, it has been found that the stem cells are collected well before the being in differentiation on 14th day, that is during 5th or 7th day, and cultured and certain biochemical stimulus in laboratory as per the stimulus that can transform themselves into the desired cells, thereby tissues, and finally into the organs. So what it is done? After the conception, these cells are collected and they are kept into the laboratory, and there in laboratory there is some type of a stimulus is given to them. These cells further change into, you can say, desired tissues, or you can say finally there is a formation of organs. So there is a, you can say, formation of organs after this. Then see next one, adult stem cells. These stem cells are obtained from the body of a person whenever the person is adult. Then see, there are three main sources of a stem cells in the body of a adult person. What are there? There are three types of you can say, stem cells or sources of a stem cells. See, these stem cells can be obtained from, you can say, adipose connective tissue or bone marrow, or you can say blood. So we can get these types of adult stem cells from bone marrow, then again blood and adipose connective tissue. So see, these cells are, you can say, formed from the cord blood immediate after the birth. Immediate after the birth, these all stem cells are formed. So see, there are uses of these stem cells. So what I have given, uses of the stem cells. Which are they? See here, regenerative therapy is there, organ transplantation is there, organ body donation is there. See, what is this particular? Regenerative therapy. In this there is a, you can say, cell therapy. Stem cells are used to replace the dead cells. Like you can say diabetes, myocardial infarction is there, Alzheimer's disease is there, Parkinson's disease is there. So this is very important in such types of the, you can say, diseases. Then again see, next one. There are, you can say, blood cells. Whenever you want to produce the blood cells, that is in the, you can say, anemia or thalassemia or in the leukemia, you may use this stem cells. Uses of the stem cells that we have seen, that is nothing but the regenerative therapy, organ transplantation and organ body donation. So see, regenerative therapy, in that we have seen the cell therapy, that is nothing but the stem cells are used to replace the dead cells here. So whatever the dead cells are there, they can be replaced by the new cells. This can be done in the, you can say, diabetes. Then again myocardial infarction is there, Alzheimer's disease is there, Parkinson's disease is there. You can do this cell therapy into this type. Then again, if the blood cells are damaged, in case of anemia, thalassemia or leukemia, you may use this type of a therapy. Then next is nothing but the organ transplantation. It is done whenever there is a failure of the organs, like you can say kidney or liver. Organ body donation is there. See, after the death, this type of the donation is done. So see, these uses we will see in detail. Now see there, regenerative therapy. See, stem cells are used to replace the dead cells in case of a conditions. So various conditions are there that are nothing but you can replace the cells whenever there is a diabetes, myocardial infarction, Alzheimer's disease, or you can say Parkinson's disease. Next, if you want to produce the new cells, you can also use this type of a therapy. So this therapy is used in anemia, thalassemia, or you can say the leukemia diseases. Then see, organ transplantation. So this, whenever your body is considered, there is a failure in some patients, there is a failure of some organs, like you can say kidney or liver. In such types of therapies, or you can say in such type of a condition, there is a stem cell transplantation. Transplantation of these organs is most important. Then see, various organs in the human bodies, either they are, you can say, less efficient or completely functionless. In such types of things, or you can say whenever these things happens in the, you can say, accidents, or you can say some infection is there, some disorders are there, you may lose the, you can say, control over these organs, or these organs may become less efficient. So see, each of a person becomes difficult, or even he may lose his life whenever such conditions are happening. In such types of conditions, you can transplant the organs. Availability of the donor is one of the important case in such type of things. See, a person who can donate the organ is most important in such cases. There are two types of persons here. One is the donor and one is the acceptor. The donor is a donor person who donates the, you can say, organ, and receptor is the person who receives the organ. Suppose each person has, one example I am going to give here, each person has a pair of occur with the help of single kidney also. In such cases, a person can donate one of his kidney to the other person. Then see, similarly, the skin of certain places may be damaged. Here also you can use this type of a therapy. Various factors like blood group, diseases, disorders, donor and recipient need to be paid attention during the transplantation. See, whenever the transplantation is taking place, what is done? The donor and recipient both are observed or they are placed under the observation, because this is one of the, you can say, most important thing in case of a organ transplantation. The organ cannot be donated during lifetime. Organ like liver, heart, eyes can be donated after death only. See, there are some organs which can be donated after the death. That organs are nothing but, you can say, heart is there, eyes are there, then again liver is there. You can't donate these types of organs whenever you are live. So these types of organs you can donate whenever your death is done or your death is happened, or in such types of cases you can donate these types of organ. So see, so these types of organs can be donated after the death. Organ and body donation. So whenever you see, the next type of use is nothing but a organ and body donation. So see, many times the bodies are disposed after the death. So see, it is one of our traditional custom. So this should not be done. The science is in so progress that the organs remain functional after the death also. Such types of organs are removed from the body of the, you can say, the dead person, and they are donated to the recipient. Concept like organ donation, or you can say body donation, this is one of the realization that organs can be used to save life of the needful persons. If you want to save the life of the needful persons, you can take the such organs and you can transplant them. See, concept of this organ donation, but it is done after the death. The needful person can be only receive this type of organs. Awareness is most important in such kinds of donation. There's, you want to see, there are some precautions you want to take whenever you are donating or whenever you are receiving these types of body organs. Life of many people can be saved. Life of many people can be saved by such donations, or you can say by such expectation, by such acceptances. Then see, blind can get the eyes whenever he is donated with the eyes. A person whose liver is not working can get the liver from the donor. Then again see, kidneys, heart walls, all this, if the person is not having, these things can be replaced by the dead person's donation. So these all things are done under the medical supervision only, and this is most important. Many government and social organizations are working towards this body donation. Body donation is done by many of the, you can say, government, or you can say the social organizations also. So these things are most important.